I think this is probably day 11 of my my peel, and it's going pretty well. It's been a few days since I've recorded. Right now obviously I'm not wearing any makeup. Update on the status of my breakout. The cool thing about it is that they all have basically popped. I've been very aggressive with using a face mask. Skin peel's going great. At first I was worried because it takes 3 days of applying it. I'm using the yellow peeling oil. If you go to the website, there's also a red peeling oil. The yellow peeling oil was plenty aggressive for me. I feel like it is, I mean, it's strong. You have to be very careful using it. It's easy to apply in the fact that you apply it in 30-minute intervals 3 times a day for 3 days, and you don't have to rinse it off. You just leave it on for the rest of the day. The next day, take, you know, your regular shower or whatever, and then do the same thing. Put on a layer and then wait 30 minutes, put on another layer, wait for 30 minutes and put on another layer, and then yeah, go about your day. Do the same thing on the 3rd day. Some people can do 4 days. I only did 3 days this time. And so yeah, during those first 3 days I didn't really see any peeling. On the 4th day I saw a little bit of dryness on my stomach. It didn't start to peel yet. It really isn't until like day 7 or so that you'll start to see a little bit of peeling. This is a full like 2-week process. I'm only on day 11. As you see, I still have a long way to go. I just did my legs and my stomach, and then I was gonna see how that turned out, and then do my arms once my stomach and my legs have completely peeled. So I wanted to see how this worked everywhere. The only place that I applied it that did not peel were my feet. For whatever reason, my feet have not peeled at all. I was informed that when applying the peeling oil to knees and feet, extra applications are needed. Repeat, extra applications are needed just because those are hard areas for the peeling process to begin. So I didn't know that when I started, or it would have added a few extra applications. So now that I know that for a fact, I am going to start applying more of the peel on my knees. Today I'll probably do 3 applications on my knees, and then I'm going to do 3 applications on my feet. As of 11 days ago, I did all the applications on all my body, but apparently those areas need extra applications. So I'm just going to take today and I'm going to space them out and yeah, apply more of it there, and we'll see what happens. Also, I was informed that you can use a lightening lotion of your choice to help speed up the whole peeling process. So I think, and this is how I interpreted it, that during the application days, so through day 1 and 3, or if you're one of those people who want to do 4 application days, you can also be using your skin lightening lotion during those 4 days. I'm trying to get clarification on if the skin lightening lotion can continue to be used once the peeling has started, or if you should stop once your skin is actively started shedding. So in my next update video I will let you guys know about that, but that's something that I did not do. I stopped all skin lightening products during that time, but basically it'll help just speed it up, which would be nice because this is the shedding is definitely visible. It's very easy for people to see. It's not like oh, just a little bit of skin coming off. Like it's a lot of skin coming off, and so anything to help, you know, kind of speed up the process would be amazing. Would be amazing. When I started it, I think I told you guys, oh, I didn't want to do my back because my back isn't that dark or something, because my stomach got dark from, you know, just the sun, but my back hadn't. So I was like, okay, it'll even it up. But with how much my skin is lightened after doing the peel, you can easily see the difference between my back and my stomach now. And my stomach isn't even done peeling. So basically when I do my arms, I'm gonna have to do my back as well, because I was just looking in the mirror and I was like, it is noticeable. Like you can see the old dark skin on my back versus the new lighter skin on my stomach. Under my legs, like under my thighs and on the underside of my calves, one thing that I will do differently next time is that I will not immediately put clothes on afterwards or sit down, so then that those parts of my skin can absorb the product better, because I'm only seeing like a light shedding on those areas. So that's definitely something that I could do better for next time. But yeah, it is very funny just to see the difference in my back versus my stomach. At first, when all this was happening, you know, around day 7, day 8, I really couldn't tell if the skin underneath was actually lighter than the skin that was peeling away. Now that I'm on like day 11, about to be day 12, there's definitely a change in the color, which is cool because some people said they've tried other skin peels in the past and it's like they made my skin peel, but I wouldn't necessarily say the skin underneath was lighter. This is definitely something that helps with you know, showing the lighter skin underneath, and you know, I think it actually works as a lightener in itself, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. My worries, or something that I would warn against, is itching. If you have, you know, dry itchy skin during this product process, like the first 3 days I didn't really need lotion on the areas that I was applying the product. I was applying the product 3 to 8 times a day, and it is an oil, so it does help to kind of moisturize your skin. After those 3 days of application, or if you choose to do 4 days of application, that's when I would just go through like a normal routine of, after a shower, putting on lotion, and you know, apply that maybe 2 or more times a day, because if you itch your skin during this process, you will see that your nails can break the skin, so you will have, you know, I would say it looked like red lines. You just have to be careful not to damage, you know, the skin is very vulnerable during the peeling process, and so that's the only thing that I would or I will be doing differently on my second round. This was my first, you know, body peel, so I don't really know what to expect, but yeah, just make sure you know, you don't damage your skin. I mean, after a few days, I can tell the places where I had scratched, even in my sleep, because like I don't even really remember doing this, but the places where I had scratched and I had like, you know, a red scab, it has like healed, so it isn't like a scar or anything that bad. But just make sure that after the initial application process that you are moisturizing, and make sure not to itch yourself. So if you have to go to sleep with like long pants and long sleeves on, just to make sure that you don't do something in your sleep, you just have to be really careful. It kind of reminds me of using like a retinoid cream for the first time, if you guys are on like tretinoin or something like that, and putting it on like your chest and your face, and how it you know, it breaks the skin down a bit, so even something as light as a scratch can basically leave a mark or draw blood, so you have to be careful. So it's kind of like that. But the next areas that I have to put this peel on will be my arms. I think I'll go from hands, full hands, all the way up to shoulder and this area. I'm not really going to worry about this area because this area naturally is lighter. So just going to go from fingers all the way up to here. Yeah, on both arms. I didn't do my back. For those of you wanting to do your back, I would definitely say buy like a, people say it's called a fan brush, but basically it'll just allow you to apply this in all those hard to reach areas. I haven't done any hard to reach areas. I just did the front of my stomach, my legs, and my feet so far. Even just for knowing that you're like putting it on evenly and that it's a good application, just get a fan brush. By the time my 3 days were over, if I would have ordered a fan brush, especially with what's going on with just our shipping and our delays and orders, like I would have been done with the application process by the time my brush got here, so I wasn't really too worried about it. But that's another thing that I would recommend for those of you who may have a fan brush or be able to get one quickly before you start. I guess I shall check in a few days when all of this is done.